Hello and welcome to Warcraft Daily for today, the 22nd of June 2013. In today's news we have some armor previews for Mage Tier 16 and Paladin Season 14, and a few blue posts on raid mount drops and hunters. It's a quick little Saturday news, but there's just some pretty nice things. So first of all, mmo-champions has got these really cool previews in 3D of the Mage Tier 16 and Paladin Tier 14 sets. Of course, all credit goes to mmo-champions for data mining this, so recommend check out their site, their YouTube channel, that kind of thing. Now, moving on with the blue posts. So, the main talk here was about raid mount drops. So they said that they're changing up the way raid mounts work in the next tier. Now, currently there's a glory achievement, and that requires heroic kills to get them out. However, they're changing it so that it no longer requires heroic and therefore can be done on normal and flex. So it's quite a bit easier to get the glory mount now, which I think is fair enough because the sort of glory of the whatever raider was designed in the Naxxramas era of Wrath, where there was no heroic mode and it was just sort of one big raid instead of the multiple difficulty levels and stuff that we have now. So I think that's definitely a very good change. Now, of course, there's more to this. There is an ahead of the curve achievement. Now this is for killing the final boss during the the current patch. So the Corcoran Warwolf is the ahead of the curve mount, and it can only be obtained during 5.4. So in the future, people who see the Corcoran Warwolf, will get that person kill Garrosh when he was the big bad guy, and it definitely puts a little bit of rarity and quite a bit of prestige on the mount, and I think that's really nice. It's nicer than, there's some mounts like the Frostbrood Vanquishers which look great, but having one doesn't really show you kill the Lich King heroic or something like that, so I think it's a pretty nice change. Now, of course, for heroic there is a 100% drop chance mount. I think more than one will spawn in 25 player. Now, after 5.4, this will go down to 2% instead of 100%, which will maintain prestige and rarity for the mount. So overall, I think this is a very good way of doing it. The heroic raiders still get their heroic only mount. The current raiders get to have mounts. There's one mount there that people can get for just seeing the content, which is the glory mount. You can go back, when the next expansion comes out and get that achievement, get the mount. But then there is the ahead of the curve mount, which is really my favourite part of this whole thing, is just having something for killing him when the boss is relevant. I think that's really fantastic. So yes, well done Blizzard. And now to round off the news, this is tiny, just for hunters. So Bestial Wrath has been nerfed in that it's no longer reset by readiness, and that they are looking for feedback, and they really want to avoid the situation where they nerf one thing so hard they overcompensate massively in everything else. Hunters are going through a lot of changes and it should be quite interesting to see what happens. So the final thing for today's news is the 21st of June hotfixes. Now for Jikun, the golden egg can only be passed to other players, and the soft hands achievement should now be properly awarded to priests in the Spirit of Redemption form, as well as players that are dead, so that's pretty good. For dungeons, resetting a challenge mode dungeon, it will now reset the cooldowns for invisibility and lesser invisibility potions. The Xantish's flute should now properly only be able to be used every 5 minutes and can't be used when you're dead. And in the Isle of Thunder, they have fixed an issue where players were sometimes unable to use incantations to summon bosses. So that's it for today's WoW Daily. 3 minutes, got all of the main news done. That's probably a record, but there wasn't that much. So in terms of the channel, stuff like that, I'm currently rank 8 in the Brawlers Guild. I've got all the footage ready. I'm going to be editing together guides and stuff that will probably come out over the next week, something like that. It's really fun, guys. You need to go there, try it out. It's great crack. So yeah, that's actually pretty much it. I'll see you later.